It's 2:05, 2:06 actually now. Sunday, October 16th.
October 16th is Sunday?
Yeah, right now.
It's Saturday.
Oh my gosh, that's how fucked up I am.
Are we live?
We live.
We're recording?
We've been live for about 30
13 seconds?
Yeah, they heard all that shit.
Shit. Well, I meant to.
Pop a couple beers, bud. Yeah.
Wait.
This is Austin Fontenot. They call me Austin the Pilot for short. I am actually here with one of my really good buddies. His name is Justin Lane Gates. He can play the guitar half-assed and he can sing half-assed too. Justin, where you from, bud?
Man, I'm from Conroe, Texas. I can half-ass play and half-ass sing on some guitar and shit.
There you go. You still good?
Oh, okay. I play a bunch of Texas country shit and some rock and whatever. Whatever keeps the people happy. I start playing that, and we just start cutting up bad.
You get pretty fired up when you play music?
I get fired up when I play in Louisiana.
You get fired up when you play in Louisiana?
Louisiana's the shit.
So, I know you get fired up and everything. We talking about music. What do you do for a living?
I deliver beer.
How old are you?
19.
He's 19-year-old, guys. He's 19 years old.
Yeah.
And he delivers
beer
old for a living.
Yup.
And the first time I met this guy,
it was like Christmas, wasn't it?
It
was Christmas in Texas.
I can't even tell you when I met this guy, but the first time I met him, he was a super lightweight.
Oh, bad.
He was like drink like 3 beers,
and I was gone.
Drink like 3 beers, and he was pretty tipsy after those. But now, up to date, hell, I don't know. Me and Justin probably been knowing each other for about almost 3 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You have to ask your sister. I don't keep up with that.
And he can hang with me and my partners.
Oh, he fuck some shit up.
Yeah, he can drink now.
Oh, yeah. You come over here to Louisiana, man, and they teach you things you never knew about drinking, man.
We really can probably teach you a lot of things that you don't even know about yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Man, I don't know. Y'all brought me to life with the whole music thing. I don't even like playing in Texas as much as I do Louisiana now. I probably shouldn't say that, but man, we go freaking nuts. You make me feel so good about the music over here.
Yeah, we were in the Boar, D's Tavern in Eunice,
the
Louisiana.
Boar?
The Boar.
It's funny. You ought to hear these Texas people whenever they hear y'all talk.
They love it?
They're like, what the hell's going on? The Boar. They're like, what the hell's the Boar?
Yeah, we were in the Boar, and Justin fucking was saying some shit about, this and that. And he was just kind of picking up on the guitar, and he said, man, y'all get me fired the fuck up. He said, I don't know why, but y'all get me fired up. And Justin's damn good. Where are you from again, Justin? Conroe, Texas.
Or you can call it Cut and Shoot. Just a little
Cut
town
and Shoot,
outside
Texas.
of Conroe.
If any of y'all know where Cut and Shoot's at. But what's the first song that you've ever even thought about singing? What got you into music? Like, what made you want to sing?
A crazy bitch.
A crazy bitch.
Yeah, bad relationship.
Oh man,
made me want to start singing.
That's what made you want to sing.
Yeah. Well, I've been singing, for a long time.
Even before her.
But like getting into like writing and just listening to like George Jones and Keith Whitley and shit like that made me really start getting into it. But
George Jones and Keith Whitley.
George Jones, Keith Whitley, you get into some
deep shit,
like 1980s George Strait.
They sing to you and they make you feel some kind of way.
Well, they'll make you put some beers down is what they do. They'll put you I don't know, man. You take it to heart, and they'll put you on a bad road, man, like all them other guys, like Keith Whitley and George Jones. You already got some technical difficulties.
No, we good. Yours was close, and you sitting a little. You can go about like this if you want. If you don't want it right in your face, but
Like,
where is the you loosen a little bit. Where's the first gig that you've that in your whole entire life? I mean, you probably sang a little bit at your mom's house, or you probably sang a little bit at your dad's house, or a couple of your other buddies. What's the first real paid gig that you sang?
man, that's hard to think. That's a long time ago. I can't even remember. I know I played for tips at this little place in Conroe called Red Brick Tavern.
Red Brick Tavern.
Hated it. Yep, I hated it. The first time I ever played there, the first time I ever played there, it was I had messaged them and told them, hey, I want to come play. I play Texas country and shit, and they were like, all right, well, we can't pay you, but you can come play for tips. I said, okay. And I showed up, and there was supposed to be some other person there. I was filling in for somebody who canceled. And there's a ton of people there, and I'm just on stage like, holy shit, look at all these people. And they're singing songs I'm playing and shit, and I made about $100 that night in tips.
$100.
I was like, holy shit.
That's all you made?
Well, it was my first really out there shit like that.
That was the first real gig in Red Brick Tavern, and you made $100 about? I mean,
yeah, and it was cool. You know, probably like $80-$90 or whatever. But
something like that.
It was cool as hell. And then they were like, okay, you're really good. We want you to come play every other Tuesday for free. And I was like, okay, because I never played no gigs and all that. So I was like, man, I just want to get out there. You never know who's going to be there. So I would do it for free. And the last time I played there, I asked the people, I said, I think I played the gig, and it was only like 2 hours or something.
And where at in Conroe is the
It's like in downtown Conroe. Like they have the Conroe Cajun Catfish Festival right there. It's right in the same area of Conroe. But I think I counted my tips at the end of the night, which you're not supposed to do. You're supposed to count all your tips when you get home. It's bad luck if you don't. But
you don't give a fuck, do you?
No, I do now. But at that time,
you give a fuck now?
Yeah, I don't count. I don't count until I go home.
Give a fuck?
No, I didn't know. I counted my tips.
I think you bullshitting. I think you still don't give a fuck.
Nah. What do you mean? About what?
Every now and then, me and you don't give a fuck.
No, I don't give a fuck. I'm talking about I don't give a fuck about counting my money where I'm at. I count it when I leave.
Do you believe in like all that voodoo shit? Like,
no.
Like fortune cookies or
fuck
like,
no. I ain't ever opened a fortune
like
cookie.
I believe in ghosts. I do. I get very nervous if I hear a fucking noise or something like that in my fucking house. I get fucking scared.
I was sitting in my house 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And it's just me and my dog sitting on the couch. Nobody's home. And it sounded like someone made a noise.
I'm not gonna limit this cast. We're just gonna go out however long we fucking feel like it.
Dude, it sounded like somebody was outside and like they hit something on the house. I don't know what was going on, but I looked at my dog and my dog looked at me and we're just like, oh shit. And I just sat there on the couch watching. I was watching some old Western. I don't know what the name of it was, but I was like, holy shit, I hope there ain't nobody out there.
Frames.
But man, I don't know.
And you just chill on the couch with your dog.
And I hear some random noise, man. It scared the shit out of me. Dude, I don't think that's about a ghost. It's a brand new house.
I kind of creep out about some kind of shit like that every now and then.
I creep out about this fucking dog you got here. He won't leave my knees alone.
That's a good dog, dude. That's a good dog.
Hey, Jack. Damn.
I honestly, hey guys, I'm recording with Justin right now, but I'm definitely going to do a second session with Justin because starting about a week from now, I'm going to do a video podcast. I want the whole thing to be a video podcast. My first 3 or 4 might not be a video podcast, but I ordered a camera and I'm waiting for it to come in the mail. I mean,
we're gonna have to get you a banner put up behind it whenever you get the camera going.
I'm talking to a couple graphic designers right now to
Sunday service.
Fix me up a Sunday service logo. I'm trying to think about something else. What you're from Conroe, but like you said, couldn't shoot. But what's the craziest fucking show that you've ever played?
Craziest I ever played?
The most people, the craziest shit.
Eunice, Louisiana. Well, I say that. I mean,
well, that might have been the craziest. What's the most people that you've had show up for one of your shows?
Well, when I was still in high school.
Catfish Festival?
Well, yeah, I would say Catfish Festival because they got thousands of people out there. And I mean, I probably had a few hundred people out there just to watch me that day.
Yeah.
But there was thousands out there. But I mean, when I was in high school, I did the FFA talent shit and all that. And there's close to a couple thousand people in there, and they're not there for you. They're there for everybody. But it's pretty cool. You just see all them people.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you probably feel like a badass most of the time when you're just up there playing and singing and
not really
doing your own thing, and then you just got some guys like us and the bar cutting the fuck up.
No,
drinking,
whenever
shit, trying to fucking just destroy everything in the bar.
Whenever I got people out there like you, it's actually like I feel like holy shit, I'm putting everybody at a like new level of energy and making people feel good.
And do you think that Parker McCollum, Cole Wetzel, even we go to big names like George Strait, fucking I don't even know, fucking Jason Aldean, Florida Georgia Line.
I want to go see Jason Aldean.
Do you think that those guys feel the same way that you do when we are fired up in a bar, or
they still feel fired up and stuff?
Not even just us in Eunice, or not even us in Mamu, and us in like you playing in fucking Texas or wherever the fuck you've ever played. Do you think that you feel the same way as like George Strait or Florida Georgia Line when they're playing?
Well, I mean, I feel awesome to be able to go out and people, like when we were at the bar tonight,
shit.
Like when I was at the bar tonight, I couldn't go anywhere. Exactly, man.
How many people walked up to you and said, "Hey, are you Justin?"
Probably everybody at the bar. I couldn't go anywhere without them coming up and just seeing that. It's like, holy shit! Like I don't know any of their names, which I feel bad because I should. But they all come up to me and they're like, "What's up, Justin?" I'm like, "Well, what's up, man?" I just, don't even try to say names. But it just feels cool that people know me like that for music. They don't know me for anything else but music.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
But I think a lot of people also know you for, a lot of people told me, even after you left, after you played, everybody thought that you were, hey, man, I think Justin's a pretty good guy. So, yeah. I think you got yourself a pretty good name.
Well, yeah, whenever we all end up at the bar like we did tonight and we all cutting up together and hanging out, everybody, I mean, all them dudes that we was hanging out with tonight, man, they all seem like great guys. And they talked about, man, we need to go hunting at some point. We need to go duck hunting all together.
I got a place for you to bring. I got a place to bring you duck hunting.
Where?
Over there in Natchitoches.
Oh, yeah. I know Natchitoches.
Hunter.
Hey.
That's a good fly zone.
Well, my neighbor was telling me.
That's good shit.
His name's Nick Hughes.
Well, Dwayne fucking texted me.
About Nick? Knowing Hunter? Yeah. He said he knows Hunter's dad or something.
He fucking knows Hunter's family or something.
Yeah. Well, I was like, well, I mean, I don't think it's that big of a place, so, I mean, it's pretty easy. And Nick, dude, that guy Nick, he's super smart. He knows just about everything.
I don't know.
Farming and all that.
Shit about it.
Yeah.
So, but
no, man, we need to go duck hunting. I tell you what, man, I've never seen some people shoot some skeet like y'all did a couple weekends ago. Over there at
Devon's?
Yeah.
When Devin proposed to Caroline?
Yeah.
Man.
And we fucking missed it. when we missed it.
So, my buddy Devin, one of my really best friends, Devin Bazinet, was talking about, like 8 months ago.
Planned a whole party and everything.
8 or 9 months ago, planned a whole party.
Has a band. And
I mean, his uncle and his uncle's Cajun band came play for a while, and
They played for a good while. They played for like 7 hours.
Yeah, they played for a long fucking
I was like,
time.
y'all got to be tired.
And it was like probably 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And me and Justin and probably 4 or 5 other guys, I fucking say,
No, dude, it was like 3 o'clock because he was supposed to
Yeah,
propose at
something
4:30
like
or some
that.
shit.
I was like, hey, if y'all got some skeet, y'all throw it in the back of my truck. I'm going to drive to the back. We're going to go get everything set up, get everything ready. Then we can come back to the shop, watch Devin propose.
And then we'll come out here and fuck some skeet up.
Yeah, me and Justin and like those
It was
other
me,
3 or 4
you, and
guys.
Kiki, and Cannon.
Yeah, something like that. And then all of a sudden we hear, yeah. Everybody's fucking screaming and hollering. Devin proposed while we were trying to get everything set up for the skeet.
We trying to set up skeet, and this dude just couldn't hold in, man. He's
Yeah,
supposed to
broke
wait.
his
He
knee.
still had
Tried to put a crack in the cement. His knee hit the cement so hard.
Yeah.
I wasn't even there, but I saw the video. Hey, and he smiled. He smiled so. Hey, I'm pretty proud of my man though, dude.
Oh,
He did it like a man.
Hey, he scored pretty big with
Yeah.
Caroline.
Yeah, man. Caroline's a cool girl.
Dude, she's
what,
awesome.
What kind of experience do you have with Caroline that you can remember? Like,
I got a really good
what's
one.
just a random experience or something that you've had with Caroline?
We were in D's cutting up. That's all we ever do at D's. And, well, I don't know what got in my head, but I was going to pick the bar stool up and start, throwing it up in my head,
Yeah,
like
just doing
jumping
some silly
around and shit. And all I hear is, put that bar stool down. And I turn around.
No, wait. What did you really hear? What did Caroline really tell
Put
you?
the fucking bar stool down. Some shit like that. Dude. And I was just like,
She probably,
damn, she's serious.
hey, she's not. Hey, I've been dealing with Caroline for as long as Devin's been dealing with her, pretty much, and she ain't scared to tell you, hey, sit your fucking ass down, settle the fuck down. She's not scared to fucking tell you because she's dealt with 2 wild, crazy son of a bitches like me and Devin.
Forever, yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for her having to deal with you for that long, and now she's going to have to deal with Devin the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Gosh.
But here we go on another subject. I think that me and Justin have an obsession, and I'm very jealous of Justin. He has a what year model Dodge?
Oh, my gosh. Oof, this is going to be a
Old
long
Dodge-
topic. It's a
Dodge diesel truck.
1993 D250 extended cab, just single wheelbase.
I mean-
Cummins 12 valve.
Yeah. You got these fucking guys like you watch these movies like The Sandlot or something. Benny's dad, fucking Small's dad. Everybody had a fucking hat with a rope over the bill close to your head. Like old trucker style hat.
Yeah.
And if you looked in the driveways of all those fucking movies, there was old Dodges,
Old nice
Fords,
trucks like that.
just old timey trucks. And I've been looking for one. I think I've actually been looking for one longer than Justin has. But he sent me this fucking picture one day or like a video or something one day. And he's got this old fucking white truck.
Well, it's gray. It just needs some paint work.
Something like, dude, it's so fucking sick.
Oh,
And
no.
I am absolutely obsessed with old timey trucks, old timey cars.
If
If any one of y'all motherfuckers got one for sale, old timey car,
all you gotta
truck, I
do,
don't care if it's a car or a truck, y'all fucking let me know.
all you gotta do is go on
ASAP.
Facebook Marketplace, and they're everywhere. That's where
There's
I
a lot
found
of shit.
mine.
Hey, that's where me and Hunter bought most of our fucking furniture and shit like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
people are real obsessed on the TikTok thing. Well, I get on Marketplace. I can sit on Marketplace for an hour and just be scrolling, man. It's insane.
What's
you
your
get so
favorite food?
interested.
What?
Well,
If off the top of your head right
as
now,
if-
I done busted your ass clean out of nowhere. What's your favorite fucking food?
rice and gravy,
Rice and gravy.
100%. As of 3 years ago, it was something different. I don't know what it was 3 years ago,
It
but
wasn't
since
rice
I
and
come
gravy,
over
huh?
here, yeah.
Let's see.
Or a good
Justin,
gumbo.
like we said, Justin's from Conroe. explain to me, Justin, what is... Okay, I'm from Louisiana. I've grown up. I've learned how to cook a sauce. I've learned how to cook rice and gravy. Justin, what is your definition of a great rice and gravy?
Oh, I can't be calling people out now, man. I just had... What you mean? Like, how? What's a good one? That, like, how
What's
I
your,
know...
What's your favorite kind of rice and gravy? You know, there's you can cook a fucking beef roast. You can cook pork chop. You can cook chicken. You
Man,
can
I
cook
love
ducks,
it when they got the
doves,
beef
squirrels.
roast in there. But I don't know, man. Probably just like I really just like a good red gravy with some tossing with sausage in it, man.
Yeah.
Man, it always hits
Like
so
you said, tasso.
perfect. That is my favorite, man.
You said tasso, and hell, hopefully somebody's listening to this podcast that don't know what tasso is or don't know what
Yeah,
rice and gravy
explain
is.
what tasso is, because every time I try to tell somebody, they're like, what the fuck? What is that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't know what tasso is.
And then you say,
They say, "What the fuck is tasso? What is that?" I mean, what is it?
you asking me? Don't
No,
ask
I'm
me.
just kind of doing a little.
All I know,
You know?
is it's like a big old slab of bacon, pretty much, man.
It's pretty much you take. I mean, for the most part, you're gonna get pork tasso. Pork is the way to go for tasso. Some people make some beef tasso. Some people make fucking any kind of tasso you want. You want.
I've only ever had pork tasso. I never had
For the most
anything.
part, you're gonna get pork tasso. It's pretty much any cut of pork smoked to the max.
Yeah,
Like,
it's got to be you. If
like
you
they smoke this. It's called tasso. You smoke it in a smoker until you can pretty much take it off of the smoker and eat it, like without cooking it in a pot, in a pan, anything. It's just, you know. I mean, you can smoke that motherfucker. You take it right off the smoker and
Yeah.
just take a bite out of it, and you're gonna be good in the morning.
you go over there to Teats, dude, they got some shit in it.
He's got some good shit.
It is like cooked damn near.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you go in there.
I mean, sausage too, dude. They've got some really good sausage. T's.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've only
T-Boys and Mamu does.
I
have
don't.
some
I'm
pretty
sure
good
I've.
shit, too.
I'm sure I've had T-Boy sausage, but I really only know what I've cooked is Teats and Legends and Eunice.
And hell, like I said, we're gonna try to fucking get this little podcast out to everybody.
Yeah,
We're gonna try to record it.
we're gonna go
and we're gonna try to send it all over
worldwide.
the fucking place. And since we're doing that, we're gonna get on like a 5 or 10 minute subject of Boudin.
But you
Justin.
mean, as them Texas people, hey, I went past the store
Boudin.
on Wednesday, and I was like, I gotta go over there and rip this sticker off. It said Boudin.
Boudin.
Boudin. I was like, what the fuck? Y'all wasting money on vinyl, buying them extra letters in there.
When was the first time you think you've ate Boudin?
Well, it was a long time ago. Back when it was Boudin is when I had it.
Y'all have had Boudin in Conroe for
Forever, you know.
since you can remember, right?
Yeah, I think first time I actually tried it, I was
They thought it was
like
Boudin.
11.
They thought it was Boudin.
Yeah, I think I was 11, and I actually, this is how like Boudin is one of them things like you eat it for the first time and you never forget it. For me, at least, because I remember I was 11 years old.
And you were in Conroe when you ate it for the first time.
Yeah,
And
but it, you never had it, so that's
it's weird.
the best.
The fuck, what's the texture like to you? Explain the texture. I mean, obviously we're gonna have plenty of people that knows what good boudin is like, knows what good
I don't know
what
how
bad
to.
boudin is like.
Well,
But for right now, me and you, we're talking for the people that are listening that don't know what boudin is like.
I don't know. When you
That
first
don't know
get
what the
into
texture
it,
like, you know?
I feel like people who never had it, they're like, "Oh, I gotta take this casing off." Like I've seen like people do that. They take the casing off, and they don't eat it. I don't know why. I mean, I eat
I
it.
still know people that fucking go get boudin from T-Boys and they'll fucking suck all the
Oh, and just
shit out
throw
of the
the
casing and
yeah.
throw the casing on the ground.
dude.
Out
That's
the window.
if we go to the bar and I'm feeling good enough to get up the next morning and go up to
We got
T
up to
Boys.
like 18. We got up to like 2,000 frames.
What does that mean?
The 758, 9. That's frames.
Oh.
It's just-
If I'm feeling right the next morning, I jump in the truck and I roll up to T Boys and get like 2 links or whatever, already cooked.
And
You
look,
come home.
Okay, here we go on another little piece of subject on boudin. What's a link, Justin, to you?
How big or
I
what?
can explain what a link is. What's a link to you?
A piece.
Like, how,
I don't know, about a foot or
about
so.
8 inches long.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, like I said,
You're
there's
trying to
plenty-
explain it,
A lot of people are gonna know what a link of boudin is, or what it tastes like, or what it feels like. But right now, I'm trying to explain what a piece of boudin looks like, or what a piece of boudin feels
Honestly,
like.
if you look
And
at
you're
it,
from
and
Conroe, and I'm from the heart of fucking boudin.
yeah,
like,
if
where boudin was
you never
originated.
seen it and you look at it and you see it, you can be like, I'm
looks
not
so
fucking
fucking
with
nasty.
that. Yeah, I ain't fucking with that.
Yeah, it looks fucking nasty.
But
Like,
you
it
have
just-
some-
It's not right. Something's not right.
Like, and when you go to T Boys, they pull it out of that
Fucking
crock
little-
pot or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude,
That
I'd
was
only
keeping it warm there.
yeah, I'd only had it, cooked on the grill,
Mhm.
and then I realized whenever I started coming over here,
There's a
you
little bit better
boil
way
it, you boil it or
There's a little bit better way
whatever.
to have it.
Hey, but whenever I was working on the road before I started delivering beer, before I rolled out to West Texas, I came here for I stayed here for almost a week or some shit. Like I was here for super long, probably driving your mom nuts and definitely your sister. And I went to T Boys the day before I left, and I grabbed like 3 or 4 packs of that microwavable shit because I didn't know if I'd be close to a grill or not. And I'd throw that shit in the microwave for 6 to 8 minutes, and it'd come out so good. Like, I was like, God damn, how they do that? How can you microwave this shit? But man, it tastes so damn good. Hold on. We gotta take a picture.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little picture real quick.
It's very awkward silence right now in this picture.
Oh, that's pretty good for me.
But man, it's weird, man, because all I ever knew as Cajun cooking, man, it is. Y'all don't understand it over here the way it is over there in Texas, but we're thinking seafood. That's it.
Like Cajun to y'all is seafood.
Like for me at least, that's how I always thought it was, like seafood shit. And the only time I've ever had anything close to seafood over here is when Mr. Dwayne cooks some fish. And he don't cook fish that much.
No, or
He
like
fries
a
it.
etouffee or something maybe.
I don't even call crawfish really. When we eat crawfish and all that, I don't really call that seafood. We do crawfish over there. It's not. I didn't really know. That's the same thing.
Do y'all boil crawfish a lot?
Oh yeah.
In Conroe?
Yeah, man.
cut and
It's
shoot?
people do it all the time, and I never realized how we were doing it so wrong for so long until I came over here, man. Like it's weird, man.
So,
You see, it's
like you said, so wrong for so long. How did you guys boil crawfish?
well
Before you even thought about what my cousin Macy and Josh like.
I'll tell you right now. I
How
never
did y'all
actually.
boil crawfish before y'all met anybody from Louisiana? How did y'all do it?
We did it like 1 or 2 times. Like my parents, they didn't really do it
One
a
or
whole
two
lot.
times.
Like we didn't do it a lot. We would go to places
so
and
when
they
you-
would do it, like
So when
friends.
when y'all boiled crawfish at y'all's house, it was a big deal.
I mean, you
Or
said
it was
we
just-
would just invite a couple family members over, like their family, be like maybe 8 or 9 of us hanging out, whatever. But we didn't really do it that much. because it just wasn't our thing. But there's people all around Conroe who do it. They have big parties on a Saturday. Like, you come over about 11 o'clock, and they're just hanging out, drinking, whatever, in the morning,
right
and then go,
noon?
and then go all into the night and whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it works, man, but I just feel like the more I see it in Texas, it's like people are like, the more you add to this boil, the better it's going to taste. Like, you see them, they throw, like, I've seen, lemons, whatever, but they throw the oranges. People will throw
anything.
Cans of vegetables. Like, what they do, they unwrap the can to take all the paper and shit off, and then they stab a bunch of holes in it, and they throw it in there, and it cooks the vegetables in the boil. And, you throw the seasoning in there and whatever. But over here, y'all don't get into that dumb shit. You keep it simple.
Keep it simple, but what's
put your
better?
boil. It's over here. You put the seasoning and then that little the liquid. What you call that?
Liquid boil.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Louisiana liquid boil.
Yeah, and that's how I do it now.
Have you met my buddy Hayden Smith, Kyle's son?
I'm sure, but dude, I try to tell you, I don't do good with names. If I see their face, I know that I know them, but I could not tell you their name.
I think that the best boiled crawfish that I have ever had in my life, and Hayden, this goes out to you. I know you're gonna listen to this.
He cooked it, or Kyle?
Hayden's dad fucking cooked some crawfish one night, and I don't think Hayden was there. But
Y'all was cutting up in Church Point?
Yeah, man. We used Dwayne's seafood boil, which is Hayden's.
Dwayne or duh?
Dwayne.
Oh, yeah.
Duane.
Yeah, that's how they spell Dwayne. That's how they spell Dwayne in Church Point. They got all that.
Like Duane. Like Duan.
Not duh. It's duh.
Dwayne, yeah, Dwayne. Anyways, Dwayne's seafood bowl, Dwayne's whatever his seasoning is, Hayden's dad, Hayden's grandpa makes seasoning.
Yeah.
And Hayden's dad used that fucking seasoning one night. And if you go to fucking like Torgil or like something like that in Opelousas, you can go buy a fucking jar of it.
Of Dwayne's?
No. It's a big mason jar of lemon oil.
Oh, yeah. Like an extract or something?
I think the best crawfish is something that has a lemon kick to it.
Well, that's why you see them add the lemons in it, then I guess.
You put fucking like 1 ounce, or 2 liquid ounces of that lemon oil. It's a liquid concentrate.
Yeah.
And then you put like a little bit of garlic granular, like fucking Hayden's dad did Kyle. You put a little bit of granular. You put a little bit of fucking onion powder. I mean, just a little bit. And that was probably the best crawfish that I've ever tasted. And I can't wait.
How were the heads?
Huh?
How were the heads on those crawfish? Juicy.
They were juicy. Yeah. 100.
I know how you are, man. If those heads, if
you suck on them and you get some juice out of them, there's no homo on that. Yeah. I will suck heads all night.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's
and you will bitch if them heads ain't got juice in them.
You know.
Yeah. If they ain't good, so you'll let someone fucking know. Someone's gonna know that their crawfish ain't good.
Justin has eaten crawfish with me. What?
I don't
15
know,
or 20 times.
Whatever.
However long. If somebody don't let these crawfish soak,
oh my gosh.
Specifically, my stepdad, Dwayne LaFleur, he don't let them fucking soak enough. And if I suck the head of the crawfish and there is no juice in it,
he lets them know.
I will fucking... if it's me by myself and I boil crawfish and I don't make the crawfish juicy enough, I'll bitch myself out because I didn't let the fucking crawfish soak long enough. Because it's that good. If you can fucking squish the head and suck on it and the juice comes out,
yeah,
that's the good shit.
Yeah, if you're not sweating while you're eating crawfish, then you probably ain't doing it right.
Nose running.
Yeah, you're probably not doing it right.
Like you want to quit eating crawfish because they're so fucking spicy. That's the right way to do it. That is the right way to do it.
crawfish, man, it's insane over here. It's so cool
It's
to
a
be in this little
delicacy.
town. Yeah, man, it's so
It's
cool
a
to be in this
delicacy,
little town
100%.
and watch everybody. That's what this revolves around. And what I thought was cool at your mom's old house, man, was watching that rice field go from a rice field to a crawfish pond to a rice field. Like, it's a rice field right now.
Yeah.
It was a crawfish
And
pond
it's
last year.
It's a big rotation.
And the rice field looked so badass. I recorded that video playing some song. I can't remember. I put it on Instagram and shit.
Where did you sit in the middle of the?
I sat on the front
and by the way,
porch.
guys, I'm sitting here with Justin Lane Gates. If you go on Facebook, type in
Instagram, Twitter.
Justin
all
Lane
that.
Gates, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat.
Snapchat's Justin Gates 28.
Yeah, but we got Justin Lane Gates, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You guys go give him a
TikTok.
follow.
I gotta be on there, man. You can't do nothing
He
without
sounds
TikTok
like
now.
He sounds like shit on the fucking microphone,
Right.
on the internet. But hey, y'all come listen to him in person, and I'll tell you
Hey,
what,
y'all
he
be-
tears the place down.
Y'all be looking out. Let's get into this topic. Not trying to run
Let's
your
go.
show
Yeah,
here.
No, bring it on.
Canon fucking brand.
Cannon brand, man.
So me and Cannon's
Cannon
one of
brand
my
music.
best fucking friends.
Yeah.
And well, to jump back real quick,
What's wrong? Your beer's not good no more?
I've been drinking. I need to get another one here in a minute.
Cannon smoke.
We need to open that door right there, and you can go straight to the fridge and get some. So,
Okay.
anyways, when I graduated high
Speak a little
school,
bit on Cannon, because there's another beer.
when I graduated high school, I went straight to West Texas and started working in the fiber optic field, splicing, connecting people's internet and all that. And it was a really great job and could have lined me up pretty good.
I'm going to bring him outside real quick.
Okay.
To where he can piss.
Okay.
Just keep talking shit.
Could have brought me, a lot of a lot of money and whatever. It just wasn't bringing me happiness because I was gone all the time, not knowing when I was going to be able to come home and stuff, and it just kind of sucked. So I ended up quitting and coming home, getting into the beer business, delivering, got my CDL and all that, and I'm pretty thankful. I mean, it sucks. I had to quit a job that I loved. I loved doing it. It just sucked being gone. And I try to make sure everybody knows that. Like, I loved that job and I loved what I was doing. But I ended up having to come home, and I'm pretty glad that I did when I decided to, because I wouldn't have ever met Cannon if I hadn't. Because I came home, and I think I was home for about 2 weeks, and I got a message from a guy at this little bar restaurant in Conroe called Pacific Yard House, and he said, "Hey, you want to come play a song swap with Cannon Brand?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that." I knew who Cannon was. He didn't know who I was, or maybe he did. I don't know. But I ended up showing up, and we just hit it off. Started playing this show for a couple hours, and really the rest is history. After that, man, we play together all the time when we can at the bars and whatever, and we actually just played in Louisiana a couple weeks ago. But anyways, we wrote a song here about 2 months ago, or maybe a little longer than that, and he runs hot shot loads on a flatbed pickup for a living. That's what he does, and plays music. And since I've had my experience on the road and being gone, and now I drive a truck for a living, he said, "Man, let's write a honky-tonk song about driving and being on the road." And I said, "Man, that sounds right up my alley." So we sat down in his garage on, I want to say, a Thursday night, and we had a couple beers in us, and we come up with this song. We called it Hot Shottin', and we ended up making a demo for it that exact same night in his little studio room in his house. And yeah, well, long story short, I ended up calling in to work, and probably shouldn't have done that, but this song that we came up with in his garage has now been recorded and edited and everything, and we're gonna have it put out on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, all that good stuff where you can listen to or stream music and all that. I'm hoping I got to talk more with Cannon about it. I'm guessing next month or December or some point. That's gonna be awesome.
Are you talking about Hot Shotting?
Yeah,
Yeah. Man.
that's a good
Dude,
song.
Hey, you guys. I'll tell you what. When Hot Shotting drops, I hate to try to fucking be a beast or brag or just be a big name, but this song that these guys have recorded called Hot Shotting is probably one of the top end better songs that I've ever heard in my life. And for me to say that is, I mean,
It's pretty big. You listen to a lot of music.
I listen to
You
pretty
only
much. I'm not one of those guys that just listens to just like a couple different orders. I listen to
everything. You were sending me Greta Van Fleet this week.
Greta
or
Van Fleet.
last
What
week.
did I seen you like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, some Lil Wayne or something.
Yeah, I mean,
And then you always, oh man, who'd you send me the other day, man? And I knew who it was. I'd listened to him before. I can't remember. But we listen to the same music.
yeah, I mean, pretty much the same stuff.
We
I mean, fuck. Anything good, Parker, Co, Flatland Cavalry, Turnpike Troubadours, Muscadine
Man.
is
Muscadine is badass,
one
dude.
of my more favorite people is Muscadine Bloodline, and you know what? I'm gonna reach out to the fucking gods here. I'm gonna reach out to probably something that I won't ever get in my life, but if Muscadine Bloodline reaches out to me and wants to hang out with me and Justin and be on our podcast, me, Justin, and Muscadine will personally write a song with Muscadine, and they can have all the profits from it.
Hey, I don't. I mean, it seems like a long shot,
it
but
seems
it
like a
don't.
very
I
big
really
long
don't think
shot.
it'd be that far of a stretch, man. I
No,
really.
because almost every time I tweet to Muscadine Bloodline, they favorite it or they respond to it, or I mean, Muscadine is there, but
You got to
know,
get it. Just
Muscadine is. They have some very good music.
they're
Ain't
starting.
just
to,
a van, like shit like that.
they're starting to get big, and so you don't want to be negative when that happens because it's awesome for
And
that for
you
it to
don't want
happen.
to be too cocky about it either.
Well, I'm just saying,
I
like-
mean, I don't know nothing about it. I think you might know.
Well, I'm just
Justin
saying,
a
like,
little bit more.
personally, like, whenever you watch someone like Muscadine start, and then you see where they're going, you're like, man, I don't want them to get big and be too
But
big.
I've been listening to Muscadine since Porch Swing Angel.
Yeah. That one is
And
I
if-
think that one's what really put them on.
Look, I'm gonna let me just look at it on Spotify and see what Muscadine has.
Some artists that I compare that to is like look at that, all kinds of music.
Huh?
You listen to all kinds of music.
Listen to pretty
Boosie?
much anything that you're gonna try to listen to, or that you think that I don't know.
You're gonna know, yeah.
What the fuck is this? I mean,
No, guys, like my buddy Cody Hibbard. Like I remember, I guess it was going on 2 years now. We were playing a little bar that was like the size of D's, but in Conroe. To have a
So-
bar that big is weird.
he's talking about a bar the size of D's. If you guys don't know what the size of D's is,
What would you say the square footage is on that? I mean, or you could just, it's like 20 feet by. It's probably 20 feet by 50
probably-
feet. Like
yeah,
it's
probably
super.
about 20 to 25 feet wide.
Yeah, it's
by
narrow.
about
Probably
probably-
40. Probably.
about 60 or 80 feet. wide.
Really? You think
I
it's that long?
Yeah, I think.
That's a long haul.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a small bar.
Yeah.
And to go in somewhere, this place in Texas, in Conroe that I'm talking about was like a hole in the wall. I'm talking the ceilings were caving in. Like, their ceiling fans had zip ties all over them. Like, we were sitting there playing on this little stage with holes in it 2 years ago.
You say we were sitting there playing. Were you playing by yourself or with someone
No,
else?
like, it was me, Cody Hibbard, a guy named Trent Cowie.
Who's Cody? Let's make a little conversation on Cody Hibbert. Where's he from?
He's from Oklahoma. I don't know exactly what part of Oklahoma, but that's where he's originally from.
You're pretty good buddies with Cody.
And I would say decent.
One of your closer friends.
Well, I would say we're just decent friends. Whatever, I can text him or whatever and talk. But Cannon I would say Cannon is good buddies with him. Like, he goes to Cannon's house and they ride all the time.
You and Cannon and Cody are pretty cool guys.
Yeah, we're buddies. We'll hang out.
So, I mean, obviously you're damn well known around Eunice.
Yeah.
Around the South Central.
And I got some North Louisiana fans now.
Yeah, man, out of fucking Shreveport.
Yeah, but I like to say Bossier City because the idea of Bossier, man.
Bossier's cool.
Well, it's just from Turnpike Troubadours, man, singing that song Bossier City.
Yeah,
this makes me. Man, there's another song that talks about Bossier. I know.
Fuck. I'm trying to think of the fucking guy's name.
There's another one. I know what you're thinking.
Baby, I never knew. Bossier City bound.
Are you talking about Mike and the Moon Pies?
Mm-mm.
You know Mike and the Moon Pies? You listen to them? They're Texas. Texas as hell.
It's a fucking dude. I got him on my fucking Spotify. I need to know who he is. Jacob Stelly.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob Stelly. Fade Away.
That dude, so I don't really listen to his stuff. I never really I don't know. I just haven't listened to it.
It has fucking Bossier,
Houston,
Liberty, New Orleans, Houston, Shreveport, College Station. Never in time. Yeah, he's played some good music.
I remember seeing that guy, I would say 3 years ago.
Jacob Stelly.
Like 3 years ago.
This shit, I would love to have you on my fucking podcast. And if you come on my podcast, I'm going to hook you up with Justin, Lane Gates, and we're going to all sing a song together.
And
even
Cannon Brand.
Like shit.
We'll get Cannon Brand's bitch ass out here. Yeah. If he'll answer the fucking phone.
That dude sucks at answering his phone.
I tried to call him like 2 hours ago. I know it's 3 a.m, but goddamn, I call him at 8 a.m, he's asleep. I call him at 1 a.m, he's asleep. I'm up at 5.
Okay, so Cannon is decently famous.
Yeah, I would say, yeah.
He's pretty fucking well known.
He's played
big bars.
Yeah, well,
he's opened up.
He's open for guys like.
Are we talking about Cannon Brand Music? What's his Instagram?
It's all at Cannon Brand Music. Cannon, like what they used to shoot in like
Cannon,
Civil War.
Cannon.
Brand.
Cannon Brand.
Like Nike brand.
BRAND brand.
Yeah.
Cannon Brand Music.
Yeah, he's pretty well known.
Sucks. He fucking sucks.
He sounds like a queer.
Yeah,
so.
like if you scratch your nails across a fucking chalkboard.
Yeah,
Cannon. That's about how much Cannon sounds like.
And if you're listening to this, Cannon, just want you to know you suck at singing, and you can't play a guitar worth of shit. You sound like you're playing it with your fucking toes.
Oh my god! No. Everybody, we're just talking shit. Cannon.
Yeah. Cannon Brand's a bitch.
Cannon Brand is honestly he's a fucking musician.
He had no idea what he was getting into in Brazil. Like that's what I was talking about when you were saying the bar, and it sounds like bore. Like whenever he first got there to Devin's house at 10 a.m, we told him we'd be there at 10. We went to McDonald's at 10. We're still 20 minutes away or whatever, and he calls me. He's like, "Where you at?" I said, "Shit, did I say 10? I meant 10:30. He said, oh, all right. Well, I'm waiting here. He said, dude. I said, hey, man, all them people over there, they talk weird. He said, they all sound like Madison. He said, they all sound like Madison. I was like,
Madison is
your
Justin's
big head
girlfriend.
little sister.
My little sister, Austin Fano's little sister, is who Madison is.
I don't know if you can hear this, but I was knocking on the wall to her room.
Yeah, she gets pretty mad when you wake her up.
We should jump. We should jump in her bed tomorrow morning.
What did how many? We talking about like a little cutting up action with Cannon and me and you and
All the Bazinets and the future Miss Bazinet.
Yeah, we're talking about Devin Bazinet, Caroline Bollock, which is one of my really good friends, fiance now actually. How many fifths of Fireball? And hey,
How many fifths?
you know
of-
Julie?
Yeah.
That's how I met Julie. Like,
Well,
that's how I really
yeah.
hit it off with Julie because I went and hit on her
Well,
while
yeah,
she was sitting
y'all.
at that table.
Dude, and at the end of the night, when everyone was getting ready to leave, y'all was still standing in the shop just talking.
Yeah,
Like all night.
she's a cutie. She's a pretty cool girl.
You talk about Fireball, man. That shit's nasty. I
But
think they probably polished off 2 things of Crown that day and that night. 2 things of Crown. But what I was wondering about is
How many fifths of fucking Boone's
Boone's?
Farm did we smoke?
you got to
You
call
think-
Cannon. I don't know what he did with all those bottles. I got no idea
So
what
we
he did
drank
with them.
probably.
Well, because they showed
I
up
bet,
at
I
first.
bet it was.
The
I bet
first
it was 20, at least 20 fifths.
I think it was more because I think they had bought like 7 or 8 when we first got there. There was like 7 or 8 there, and y'all polished every one of those. So they had to go back and get more. And I think they made like
we went back 3 times.
yeah, like y'all did the first trip, and then y'all went back like 2 more times, I think. And Cannon didn't realize. I don't know if he'd ever had Boone's by then. Like if that was his first time or not. Cause like he was like, dude, I just bought 12 of these things and it was like $47. And I was like, okay. He said, this shit's cheap. And I was like, yeah, drink it.
I mean, you can drink 3/5 of it and just be perfectly fine.
Well, yeah, besides your gut, this shit sits
'cause
on
you-
your gut so
You're gonna
bad.
piss. You're gonna
Man,
start peeing.
It just makes me feel so bloated.
Not me. If I drink a fucking.
Quit yawning, bitch.
If I drink a 5th or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6.
I think he probably drank about 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 that day.
2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6.
Maybe
It
7.
makes me want to piss like a
like
fucking
a
fire
like a
hydrant.
9-dick
if you-
dragon.
Yeah, if you hook a fucking 3-inch line up to a water hydrant, like a fire hydrant, and you just open that bitch wide open, that's how bad I needed to piss.
Yeah, man. And Cannon, I don't think he had any idea what he was getting into, man. Because whenever we started playing, like as soon as I plugged my guitar in, I just started yelling. Like I was full blast. I was ready to go, and I was screaming and whatever. And Cannon was kind of looking at me, and I could tell he was like, "Are we really fucking doing this?" He's like, "Is this like really what we're about to fucking do?" And
Really?
like I could just
That's
tell by the look on his face, like, is this normal? Like, is this what we're doing? I could
Like
just tell.
screaming?
Yeah, like cutting up. Like he
Look.
never even heard cutting up till he met me. He's like,
Really?
we were hanging out.
You never knew what cutting up was?
We were hanging out one
Well,
night at his
obviously
house.
You'll have a different term. What's the term, like, before Cannon met you or before you met me or
Was
Maddie?
cutting up.
What? Obviously, everybody, majority of the people that's listening to this podcast knows what. Hey, we about to go cut the fuck up. We about to go cut the fuck up.
Yeah,
You know?
we're gonna
What
cut
did y'all
up.
say when y'all were about to go cut the fuck up? What was y'all's term for
Oh,
cutting up?
We're gonna go fuck some shit up.
Pretty much.
I mean,
about the same.
yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
Like, let's go.
Let's get into this little subject. We're gonna go a little subject here. Before you met Maddie, or before you met my cousin Macy or Josh from Eunice, did you think that there was anybody in this world as crazy as the people you've met?
I've never met anybody as crazy as the coon ass country is over here. Like 100%. I mean, I've seen some wild ass crackheads before. I mean, that's crackheads. They're freaking crazy. But y'all just, the way y'all party and the energy y'all bring to people, like, it's always a good vibe hanging around people like y'all. And I was telling some of my buddies earlier today, like, the reason I love it so much over here is just how easy going it is in a little small town like this. And you got your big mouth people, you know, in every other small town. And I never really understood that till I got over here and I was hanging out here enough. I realized, holy shit, people really get annoying in a little small town. Now I know what it's about. Yeah. You know, people 100%. Talking shit. Like, yeah, talking shit behind your back and all that. I never realized, like, how bad it gets. But it's so easy going. You can, for me, if I want to go to the grocery store, I got to pass 1 million people.
Over there in Conroe?
Yeah. I got to pass 1 million people on the freeway to get to the grocery store. But over here, I got to pass 2 cars. 5 or 6 people. Yeah. Or something random, yeah. And they ain't even going the same way. They done went to the grocery store at 6 this morning. It's 8 in the morning. I'm late.
Yeah.
Everybody else done got their groceries and shit.
In Louisiana, people go to the grocery store at fucking... If the grocery store opens at 5 a.m., there's going to be somebody over there at 5:01 going grocery shopping.
Somebody's mama, as y'all say. It's funny.
Okay, we're going to get into a little... I guess you can
the way y'all talk?
I guess you... Yeah, let's talk about...
Look, I got...
Okay, I'm from Mama, Louisiana. Justin is from Conroe, Texas. Most people know where that's right north of Houston. Like he said, somebody's mama.
Yeah, I say mama.
Mama. Okay, so my mama.
Mama.
is my dad's mom. So my grandma, basically.
Yeah.
What do you call...
I call...
your dad's mom?
My dad's mom?
Which is your grandma.
We don't really talk to her.
No.
Let's say, hey, Dad.
He said, I don't really talk to her.
So, hey, so this is a funny story, man. We're at the house. We're at the house. I think Madison was there, and my dad had a phone call coming in, and her name's Jerry. Like, what? Yeah, it's weird. You know, like you got girls named Bobby or whatever. You know, it's one of those names. Well, it's spelt with a G. And I think it was either Madison or my little sister come in the kitchen, saw my dad's phone ringing, and they said, "Who's Gary?" And my mom and I would just look at each other. We start laughing, man, because we know it's Jerry is what it's supposed to be. But
G?
Yeah, with a G. Gerry, I think. But yeah, we don't really talk to her. But my mom's mom, I call her Mama. But over here...
Your mom's mom.
Yeah, my grandma.
Yeah, grandma.
I call her Mama.
Yeah.
But over here, y'all add extra, syllables to it. Like, your dad's mom, y'all call her Mama. Y'all say Mama.
Yeah, that's my mama.
Mama Maxie.
Yeah, Mama Maxie.
Yeah, it's funny.
What's one of the other things that you notice that we say that you've never really heard before?
Shoot, man.
Like as far as just anything.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Let's get off the subject of people.
I don't know. Maybe your sister. She says, "Justin, I need to ask you a question." I'm like, really? I don't see an axe in your hand. You gonna swing it?
Yeah, but
and then proceed to a question?
She meant to say, I want to ask you a question.
And dude, ever since the first day I met her, I said, Madison, it's ask. Ask.
Yeah,
I know
what you're saying. we'll be fucking talking shit, and hey, be like, hey, I need to ask you a question.
She be like, can I ask you something?
Do I sound like a normal person? Do I sound like
you
Maddie?
sound pretty close to normal, but you still got a little bit of a ask. Just ask. I don't know how you said it.
Yeah, and you got a little bit of Texas in you. It's definitely obvious, you know.
Well, yeah.
It's definitely obvious.
Yeah.
When you go to the bar, you kind of just hang out.
What's funny?
Everybody knows that you're.
Not everybody. You know, I've been to these bars.
That you're not from fucking.
Well,
Malibu.
but dude, I've been to these bars so many times. You'd think they would just understand. Like, I'm from Texas. I go in there and I show them my ID. They're like, "Is this fake?" I'm like, "No, it's not fake. I'm from Texas. What are you doing in Louisiana?" "This is my girlfriend." "No, that's fake." I'm like, it's not fake. I'm telling you, it's real.
Cocksuckers.
Is it gonna? Why would I have a fake ID that says commercial driver's license?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a CDO.
Uh,
This dude fucking slings beer. He is a fucking. You work for Bud?
It's Silver.
Anheuser-Busch.
They're called Silver Eagle, but we deliver for Anheuser-Busch, all Anheuser-Busch products, and then Modelo products. Like, so I say
you sling
Modelo.
beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I say Modelo products, but that means Modelo Corona. Like, I'm pretty sure Modelo Corona is like Budweiser, Bud Light with Anheuser-Busch. I don't know. But yeah, like Modelo Corona products, Bud Light, all Anheuser-Busch, Michelob, whatever. And then we just started getting all kinds of
Do you guys
fruity
you guys
stuff.
fuck with Happy Dad?
Dude, I've been waiting. They don't have it in Texas yet. They still don't have it.
Have you drank Happy Dad?
No, we don't have it in Texas.
It's very
and
good.
it's sold out online.
It's
Like, it's always, everything from Nelk is sold out. Like, if you go on Nelk's website, it's always sold out.
Yeah, man. They're
Unless it's some dumb shit, like a keychain.
They're pretty cool guys.
You hung out?
No.
Y'all be cutting up?
No, I ain't never hung out with Carl or.
I'd like to see you hang with Steve.
Yeah?
That dude can drink.
No, I don't. You know, I wish that we had my video cast going on right now.
See this awesome studio we're in?
Yeah, we're in a fucking great studio.
The old
Not
ass
really.
house.
Yeah, but hell, if we fucking were hanging out with Nelk or Steve, man, I think honestly we like me and you like.
I have a feeling if you did something
basically-
with Nelk, man, you'd probably be higher than shit. They smoke some weed.
I would probably smoke some weed with them.
If I had the opportunity to sit down with Nelk, then I would probably take the chance too.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
you don't
why
just
not?
get to sit down with Nelk.
No,
And
Kyle and Steve.
the way that dude
No, I mean,
talks is freaking
Full Sing
awesome.
Podcast is just bad the fuck ass.
Yeah.
If you don't listen to Full Sing Podcast, then you're a fucking bitch.
The
If
way
you don't
that
listen to Joe Rogan's podcast, you're a bitch. I mean, just basically. I mean, those dudes. I mean, it might
Joe
sound
Rogan,
like shit,
I think, started it for
yeah.
sure.
It might sound like fucking stupid to anybody, but honestly, these guys are fucking cool, and these guys just don't give a fuck,
man.
And that's the main thing that I like is that they don't fucking give a fuck.
Not at all. They don't at all.
And they don't give a fuck just like I don't give a fuck.
Right. Yeah.
I would love to have them on my podcast, but they I mean, this probably is never gonna happen. But
I don't know, man.
I mean, whatever.
You never know.
You might one day.
You never know.
Sunday service, baby.
The cool thing about
Hey, y'all
podcasts,
say
man.
y'all's prayers. We drinking.
Oh yeah. Dude, we need to get some
We
sort. We
drinking.
need to get some bourbon that has
We drinking.
we need some shit that when you pop that top, it makes that suction noise. We need some bourbon like that.
Like some, like
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
yeah. I mean, I got about 4 bottles of Parker McCollum wine at my house.
Are you serious? You didn't bring none? I've been wanting to try that shit. It was sold out
That's
for
why
a
I
long
said I'm
time
waiting
too.
for you to come to my fucking house in Natchitoches.
Dude, it was sold out for a long time too.
I've got every flavor, every
It's
single.
like what
I've
you got
every-
like red and white.
I've got every.
You got the
Markham-
whole kit, right?
I've got all 4 bottles. Yes, right.
You got the whole kit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I had
Did it come with a wine bottle opener?
no.
Well, that's
But
gay.
anyways, I have 2 girls that come clean my house every other week, and
Life of a ag pilot. Got maids.
I showed up to my house and there were 2 cars in my driveway, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I forgot that I hired somebody to clean my house for me. And I showed up and there was 2 cars, and I was like, what the fuck? Blah, 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 this and that. And I walk in the house and I'm like, fucking, like, what's up? Like,
Who the fuck are you?
and there's 2 good looking women in my fucking kitchen.
They had some robes on.
Like, no,
They had their
they had
little
fucking
aprons on.
No, they had normal clothes on,
Oh,
like
shit.
fucking Nike shorts and t-shirts, whatever. And I was like, what the fuck are these girls doing in my house? Like, I'm unsure about this. I shouldn't, like, I'm very scared, like. And we already made eye contact, and I was like, who are y'all? And they were like they gave me this fucking look, like, what do you mean?
What the
who
fuck are you
are
talking
we?
about?
And I was like, who are y'all? And they were like, well, we're here to clean your house. And I was like, oh, fuck, my bad. And
Whoops.
I was nervous because I thought 2 motherfuckers were in my house snooping or something.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they were cleaning my fucking house, and I done forgot that I hired somebody to clean my fucking house.
What's it like flying a plane?
What's it like flying a plane?
Is it a rush?
There's a really big rush through it.
So
I think there's a bigger rush being a crop duster versus being like an airline pilot. You know, like if you're gonna go fly,
I'm sure.
if you're gonna go fly from fucking, if you're gonna go, let's say for instance, if you're gonna go fly from New Orleans to California for vacation, you're gonna get on the airplane, you're gonna sit down, airplane's gonna take off, you're gonna fucking just sit there and listen to
whatever.
your fucking music, play on your phone. If you go flying with me, or you go,
You can be up, down, up, down.
yeah, we're gonna be up down like Florida Georgia line.
Yeah, Morgan Wallen.
Yeah. Just kind of hanging out, man. Flying's a really great experience in a smaller airplane, and most of the people that I bring flying with me, they're
People
pretty
don't.
much-
They don't get to do that. Fly in a little
No,
airplane.
a 2-seater airplane. I
Yeah.
sit in the front and you sit right behind me. Most people are like, I've never flown in a small airplane.
Yeah.
And they get fucking nervous. And then once we take off and we go flying around, they're like, oh yeah, I love this shit.
It's way cooler.
And I brought you flying
Yeah.
one
time we went flying. What was that?
It's a Citabria.
We were in Church
GCPC
Point.
with flaps, 150 horsepower airplane. Yeah, we were in Church Point, Louisiana.
Yeah, left
We were
Kyle's.
flying Hayden's dad's plane, Kyle's.
Yeah, to Crowley to pick up a part.
Yeah, we went fucking land over there in Esterwood,
And we
actually.
went and, like followed that river or whatever.
Yeah,
that
just
shit was cool.
Goofing off, just
That
having
shit was
fun,
cool,
man.
man. Like, and that's what I'm saying, man. People don't get to fly in a little 2-seater. Like, I'm flying in a 300-seater. You know, there ain't no rush to it. The only thing is taking off because, you know, people don't go through that. But did you chase... I was listening to that ag aviation guy, and he said there's pilots out
Oh,
there
yeah,
who
Ag
chase...
Aviation Podcast.
Yeah, they chase the adrenaline rush. You do it for that rush.
I love the rush. Like, when I'm flying, I fucking get fired up.
Always.
I get pumped. I mean, obviously, you Snapchat. I Snapchat you all the time. I get fucking just wow. Just screaming in the fucking microphone on Snapchat. I don't know. I do it partly for the rush. Guys, it's 3:15 in the morning. We're fucking still podcasting.
3:15.
Oh,
It's
yep.
late. It's early.
Yeah.
What you say about that? It's later. It's early.
Right now? I mean, we're still drinking, so it's early.
Yeah, it's early.
I do get fired up. I get very pumped up, amped up about flying airplanes because I'm passionate about it. I love doing it, just like you love singing. You know, just like you love.
Oh,
playing
I
in
get a
bar.
pretty good rush.
You know, you like when you played in Dee's Tavern over there in Eunice. That was probably one of the more fun shows for you
Crazy.
as a
I'm ready for
performer.
next Friday, dude.
Yeah. What is it?
The 22nd.
October
22nd.
October 22nd. Justin Lane Gates playing in Mama, Louisiana.
Yeah.
You guys
Chips
listen and tune
Daiquiris.
into it.
Chips Daiquiris. That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I think we're gonna pack that place out.
Oh, I was looking at it today, and tonight when we were over there, and
So,
like
you done played-
there's a decent amount of people in there, but I was like, man, I think we're gonna have more than that because we got all of Eunice coming, damn near all of Eunice is coming.
I mean, plenty of people hear that. If somebody hears that you're playing somewhere,
It's quick.
I mean,
The word,
It
it
doesn't-
spreads like
doesn't take long.
wildfire. It's quick.
because you are a performer
Yeah.
and you have a damn good voice on your. I mean, you have the pipes.
Yeah, it's all right. Dude, so
you,
I had
you can
to.
fucking sing and you can play. Like
Well,
you're just good.
The thing that sucks is like when I play
You
at
got your
Chips.
guitar with you?
Yeah. When I play at
Go
Chips.
get your guitar.
Hold on. I might.
I want you to play "Shake the Frost."
Boy, it's kind of loud. 3:15 in the morning.
We need. I mean,
3:15. 3:17.
We're
I
doing
mean,
a fucking podcast right now.
right.
I think a couple people need to hear your
Yeah.
fucking vocals.
So I had to, like, when I play Chips next week, I have to tone it down, like, ease back a little bit when I'm singing. Like, not like I'm gonna sing the songs how I always sing the songs, but like the whole like when I'm screaming.
Like when I fucking get fired up and say "Bend it."
Yeah, I can't do it because I play Friday night, Saturday morning I leave, go back to Texas.
You play Saturday morning. You play Saturday night too.
Yeah,
After that.
2 shows Saturday.
Oh really? So you're playing?
What's that? You wake up or something?
No, that's.
I play
that's Snapchat.
I think it's
You play on the 22nd of October, and then the 23rd you play twice on the 23rd. Is that?
yeah. So I'm playing the 22nd at Chips, and then the 23rd. A guy I work with has a lady reached out to me on Monday or so sometime this week and asked me if I could play at some party they're having. So I'm going to go play that from like 5 to 7. And then as soon as I finish that at 7, I got to haul ass to Pacific Yard House to open up for Cannon's band.
Oh, you open up for Canada.
Yeah. And then the next weekend, I got to play at Michael's place, at Deerlease or whatever, the 29th. And then I don't have anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be there for that one.
It's going to be wild. Sucks to be you.
No, because I'm gonna be going to fucking Coetzel
That's gay.
on
Who the hell's
October
Coetzel?
28th
Fuck Coetzel.
in New Orleans. October 28th, and then October 29th, I'm gonna be going to fucking Coetzel in Beaumont, and then October 30th, I'm gonna be in fucking Lake Charles cutting the fuck up, and then October 31st, I'm gonna be dressed as fucking like SpongeBob or Power Rangers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So on October 29th, I got the same thing 2 weekends in a row. 29th, I got to play Michael's. Then the 30th, I got 2 shows again on a Saturday. 2 fucking shows. It's gonna suck playing 2 shows in one night. Cause I'm playing this place called Do-Si-Do
Do-Si-Do.
in
We
the
went there
Woodlands.
before.
Yeah, me, you, insert female name,
We just went
and
looking
Madison.
there to see what it was like.
We didn't
to
even
kinda
go.
check it out, right?
Oh yeah, we did go in. Huh?
We walked. Yeah, we did walk in. The door was open.
You
yeah.
remember? It was me, you, Madison, and insert name.
Who?
Sadie. Me, you, Sadie, Madison. We all went.
Oh, Sadie.
Yeah.
Sadie. Yeah, because me and Sadie got a wild fucking... Me, Sadie, and Madison got a fucking wild hair when we drove out to Conroe. Yeah.
That's the first time I met you, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Christmas time.
That's the first time you met me?
Yes.
When me, Madison, and Sadie drove out to Conroe?
Yes, Christmas Day. Your Christmas night.
No,
Y'all
when
showed
we
up.
meet y'all at fucking Macy's house.
Yeah, Christmas night.
Yeah.
And y'all showed up, and I was like, what the fuck? Oh, I bet. But y'all were some hoes, you know? So, actually, that whole night was insane. Because you remember we were there, we went out to the shop, and I was showing you my
That
brand
girl,
new PA
that lady
system.
fucking crashed.
Yeah, we
the
were in
ditch.
there cutting up, playing a guitar and shit, and then we look out, and there's cops and ambulance and fire
so
trucks.
this is a fucking pretty... This is a pretty cool story. This is a pretty crazy story. Me and Justin and my little sister and one of my recent, like last year, one of my recent girlfriends, we were hanging out in the office, you better settle your fucking ass down. We were in Justin and them's shop, like their fucking little,
Josh and Macy's.
yeah, little shop in the back. And we're hanging out. You know, I walk outside to go take a piss, and I walk back inside the shop, and I mean, 20 minutes later, somebody was like, "Hey, somebody."
It was my little sister ran in there.
Yeah, Justin's little sister was like, "Hey, somebody's in a ditch right there
By the fence.
Yeah, right by the fence in the house." And we're talking about like 10 yards from the fucking shop. And this lady is just fucking
Out. It was a Range Rover. You remember?
Yeah,
It was like a
fucking
nice Range Rover,
like
still
in the-
in drive.
Yeah,
in the
she
ditch.
crashed in the ditch, and she was like zooted out.
Yeah, there
And-
was needles and shit.
Yeah, in her passenger seat, she had like a gallon Ziploc bag full of fucking needles. And the police showed up. That
I
other
think,
dude showed up.
Yeah, some random guy. And
Yeah, and then
no,
the-
he was so that guy
That
in a
girl's husband.
Dodge. Oh,
That girl's
Yeah.
husband showed up and started chewing.
Like,
he
he
was
was-
chewing the police out because
Yeah.
the police was trying to arrest his wife because she was fucking cracked out or methed out or something.
whatever it was, some
Like,
needles
that
and shit.
That shit was crazy, dude.
Like,
I was random
but
as
she
fuck.
she tried to say, "I'm a nurse, and that's why I have this."
Yeah,
you're not
What
supposed to
nurse
take
brings
that
a
out
gallon
the
Ziploc bag full of
hospital.
needles to your fucking
Yeah, well,
house.
Yeah, you're not supposed to take
Like,
that
what
stuff.
are you fucking running a fucking nursery? Yours? I mean, what
She's
the
running
fuck
her
you
own
doing?
doctor's office out of her garage.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Or
bitch.
meth lab. Dude, and when she... But it was crazy because my dad, I remember he was beating on the window trying to wake her up. Because
we all were at that point
Yeah,
because we
because
were
it was in
worried about
drive. Well, it was in drive still, the car.
Yeah, fucking.
And it was still running.
We drank up and we smoked, and she always do the most.
She was doing the most.
She did the most. Even when she woke up,
And dude, it's creepy.
she woke up and she was acting like nothing even never happened.
Dude, but that shit was
She
creepy.
was like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about." And, dude, it was weird. It scared me.
Josh was like, this
It's-
bitch almost hit my fence. Because she was real close to tearing
it
their
was
fence
probably
out.
2 or 3 feet.
Yeah.
From taking the.
I don't know
corner of this
how-
fence out, like
I don't know where she
Like
would
a
have come
bulldozer.
from. But I think what happened, like she like shoved,
think she OD'd on
shoved
the
some
fucking
needle.
road.
Yeah, shoved some needle wherever, and it like hit her in the
this
wrong
is what
way.
happened. She fucking OD'd on the road, and her eyes rolled to the back of her head, and her fucking.
Dude,
the
because her
back of her
neck
head-
was like that. You remember?
yeah.
It was all
Look,
cro-
let me
like,
try to
cocked up.
explain to you guys on this podcast what this bitch looked like while she was sitting in her seat.
Her veins are
So, like,
poked out of her neck.
I don't know if any of you ever smoked a fucking blunt, or anything. I don't give a fuck. But like, if you just chilling, like while you riding with your significant other and you're in the passenger seat, and you put your back to the seat, like just lean back, and you kind of slump down in the seat like this,
Yeah.
and you kind of put your head back, like you let the back of your head touch the seat, and you look up to the ceiling, and then you just fucking look way further back, and then this bitch looked like she fucking passed out. Her eyes rolled to the back of her head, and she was just fucked up.
I think the
This was probably one of the scariest.
what's crazy is
This
this
is
is on
probably
Christmas night. Like
This is probably one of the scariest things that
Well-
I have seen in my life because this bitch looked like Will
she looked like
Smith.
she was dead.
She looked like one of them zombies off of that movie.
Hancock.
Yeah.
Is that what it's
No,
called?
not Hancock, a different one. With
No,
his
not
dog.
Hancock.
With-
That
you
was a
know,
funny movie.
Yeah.
It's
with
what
his
are you
dog.
talking about? Yeah, he's with that dog.
With that fucking German Shepherd.
Is it the book or something?
No.
Yeah. Elijah something. I thought that's what it was called.
I don't
Something
know,
like
but
that.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Will
This
Smith
bitch
and a
looked
dog.
like one of them fucking zombies off of that movie with Will Smith. And
Yeah,
the
and that
German
shit used to scare the shit out of me when I was
Yeah,
little, dude. When
like-
I was little, my parents, they watched that movie like one time, and they scared the shit
that
out of me.
That's what that bitch looked like, laying back in her core.
I think,
And I think it really scared everybody.
oh, for sure.
I mean,
Scared the shit out of that fence. I bet that fence was fucking
yeah, that
terrified.
fence was probably like,
Thought it was
whoa,
about to go
whoa,
down.
Back your ass up, girl.
Yeah,
I don't want no needles in my shit.
right?
Don't bring them needles in my yard.
I want to know it. So actually, like months
the
after
fuck?
that, I don't think that girl I don't think she like went to jail or anything because she used to drive by all the time in her little Range Rover and go on to her house. She wouldn't wave at us though.
Well, I probably wouldn't wave at y'all either if I OD'd and I
your
crashed in the
ditch.
ditch and all this shit happened and then you woke up and you come to shit and
I
everybody's
remember-
standing by your fucking window. I probably wouldn't wave at y'all either.
I remember my buddy Cameron's parents showed up too. Like they were just driving through the neighborhood and then they saw
that dude that pulled up behind them.
in a white truck.
You talking about at the time?
No, they pulled up when the fire trucks and stuff were already there. They pulled in the
Who-
driveway. It was my buddy Cameron's parents.
Wasn't it, who found her that actually told us about it?
They were
before
in
we
the
figured it out?
kitchen because there's the big windows in the living room and
No, there
in the
was
dining
somebody
room.
that pulled up like right behind her or saw her.
No, there was like a white Dodge truck and he was like the fire chief.
You just riding through. You just so happened to be.
Yeah, and
fucking
he
running
called the
through the
fire.
area.
Yeah, and he's the one who
Yeah.
called the fire department. And I think I want to say like a cop or his truck had lights on it, and that's how they saw it from the kitchen. And we're like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah.
And that's how that happened.
Man. Me and Hunter recorded. We were at 1800. We're at 2400 right now. Hey, if this bitch is 3 hours, I don't give a fuck.
You know, you're supposed to pour a beer. You're supposed to have.
Yes, I know how to pour beer.
You're
Watch.
supposed to have head. No, you can't pour it slow like that. That's not good.
Why not?
You want to have this little bit of foam right here.
You do that at the end. Watch.
That ain't gonna do it right. It's not enough.
Okay, Mr. Beer.
No, cause like I've been seeing people say like,
I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but if somebody gives me a beer and they got more than fucking half inch of foam, I'm mad.
no, you're supposed to have a finger and a half. That's what you're supposed to have. Cause if you don't like that right there, whenever it hits your stomach, it's gonna like just fizz out of control, and that's what makes you bloated when you drink. But if you have the proper amount of head on a beer, it's not gonna do that.
I'm not bloated.
Well,
Your mama's bloated.
okay. I can't remember what happened or who I was talking to. Someone in the bar tonight. We was doing something. And, Justin Fontenot. He come up. He said, because you had bought, I think it was, what was that Red Bull shit you got? You handed me one. Red Bull and vodka or what?
Was it like fucking Jaeger bombs or something?
No, it was a styrofoam cup.
Oh, yeah.
Red Bull.
I was pissed off at the bartender, so I bought 4 vodka and Red Bulls.
Yeah.
And just started.
Passing them out.
Yeah.
I had
mean,
that.
I was too mad. Everybody was waiting. I waited for like 15 minutes for one drink.
Yeah, I had a Jack and Coke the Red Bull and vodka right here, and then a gin and Coke. Because for some reason, I don't know how this bar sold out of Jack. Like, y'all, how they didn't stock up for their own homecoming. They didn't stock up. But I was sitting there, and I had the Jack and whatever, and I would take a sip and then go to the next one, take a sip and go to the next one, and I'm just spinning around all three of them. He comes up, he says, "How y'all getting home tonight?" And I looked at him dead in the eyes, put my glasses on, and I said, "Yo, mama." He looked at me like,
What he said?
He said, "Are you fucking serious? How y'all getting home?" I said,
Your mama.
"Your mama." He was like, "Y'all not driving home." And I said, "Hey, I know." But I was serious as shit. Your mama.
That's good.
Shit was funny.
That's good.
Well, you talked out.
I'm a little talked out.
You tired? Hey, look at Jack. Boy's tired. You told him all about Jack?
No, I didn't really tell him. I mean,
You should tell him about it
it's
until
just
you
me-
have
It's
video.
just me and Hunter so far.
Until you have video and you have your graphic designer, whatever, put together the logo. Because, man, there's so much that could go into your logo.
Do you know
I don't know
anybody?
No.
If you guys know of
You
anybody,
need to talk to Cannon. Like, he would probably know.
dude, I fucking posted on my Twitter today. I said, if anybody can make me a badass logo, DM me.
You told him how we came up with Sunday service?
No, I didn't.
This shit was so random.
It was stupid. I think me.
It was a Thursday. It was
So-
last Thursday or a Thursday or
listen
some
to
shit.
this. The way I came up with Sunday service, the way me and Justin came up with Sunday, he's basically part of Sunday service.
Well, I just came up with a name, and we've been talking about it for about a month now.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it for 2 or 3 months, but we've been talking about it for about a month.
Yeah, actually getting something started. Yeah.
I wanted to call it
Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon.
We were sitting in there on a Sunday afternoon eating gumbo for your birthday.
Yeah,
Is
and
what
I
we were
fucking
doing. And you were telling me about it.
I went on Spotify like 3 days later, and I saw that there was like fucking 3 or 4 podcasts called Sunday afternoon. So I was like, man, I can't name it.
I was rolling beer on the phone with you when
Yeah.
we were talking about this shit.
And Justin fucking was like, why? You should just call it Sunday service. And we just started laughing. Like,
That shit,
Like,
I was like,
no,
dude, that
that
shit
shit
be
would be
so
funny.
funny. You call it Sunday service, and you open it up, and you're just drinking Jack and Cokes.
yeah, I mean, I'm going to make it a point for every one of my casts that we're going to drink for every single cast I make.
Yeah?
Yeah, because me and Hunter drank for the first one, and we're pretty. I'm pretty fucked up right now. We can do that a little bit. Of
I seen that in the pre-podcast
in the Snapchat.
on the Snapchat. Yeah, just having a podcast is gonna be cool as hell, man. And it's
And I'm like, I probably had 15 or 20 people ask me, "Are you trying to fucking get famous? Like, are you trying to get some clout out of this?"
honestly, man, it's just.
Justin, what do you think I'm trying to do this for?
I think it's just cool, man. You're just hanging out with people, and you really just talking to
Do you
people
think
you
I'm-
enjoy talking to.
I do. If 10 people listen to every podcast that I put out every Sunday,
It's still cool as shit.
I still don't care. I do not give a fuck.
I mean, are you enjoying doing this shit? Because I am. I like this. I think it's just cool as shit.
I mean, what time do we crank?
2?
2 o'clock?
Yeah.
It's 3:34 right now. It's an hour. You know what? We're going to go 2 hours. We're going to shut it down. We're going to shut it down at 4 a.m.
Well, we might shut it down. I don't know where we're going.
No telling. Hey, we can roll.
We just keep drinking, and
This
we won't
system
even
will-
have to go to
this-
sleep. We
this-
just start partying
This
tomorrow.
system will roll for 5 hours.
God damn. You know,
My buddy Devin Bazinet. Let's get on. Let's get on.
Dude,
Let's get
you
on this
wait.
subject.
wait till y'all do a podcast.
Let's get on this subject.
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
We're gonna crank on a little subject called Devin Bazinet. Justin,
Little
met
short
him-
dude.
Yeah,
I mean, big,
he's
tall
probably,
dude.
What? How tall do you think he is?
He's shorter than me, and I'm 5'9". I would say
bet
he's probably about 5'7".
about 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
something like that. But
you know,
hey,
Jose
don't let this fucker's
Altuve.
height. Don't let this fucker's height fool you.
I'm not fucking with that dude. I wouldn't fuck with
I'm
him.
not talking about fighting. I mean,
Hey.
I've seen him fight a couple times. He's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, in the prospect of me and him partying and drinking, and this, if me and this dude get in the same vicinity, if we make eye contact, it's over.
Oh yeah.
The first time Justin met Devin
Was at his house.
was at his house on his back porch, and Justin whipped out his guitar and started fucking playing. And
I
I've
barely
been,
remember that night, man. It was such a blur
I've been hyping Justin up for.
since we met. Before we met, you were like, "We gotta fucking meet. You sound badass." Blah blah blah. Since like before we met.
Yeah, you probably thought I was fucking weird.
Nah. I was like, Madison, who's this big head motherfucker? That's how I known you. Big head.
Yeah. So my little sister calls me, by the way.
And
We
your
should go wake her ass
stepsisters.
up and
They
fucking
call
get
you
her
that
pissed
too.
off.
You gonna try to get Zach or Macy on here?
Will I try to get Zach? You think Zach or Macy's gonna listen to this episode?
I think Zach.
I think a lot of people's gonna listen to this.
I think Macy will probably open it up and be like, "These two bozos." Close it out.
Yeah, something cute like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's a fucking little she's a little cutie.
That bozo and big head.
Like Macy's a little fucking cutie. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's just naturally a cutie. Should I try to get Zach or Macy or both of them on here at the same time? I don't know. I got 2 more microphones that's gonna show up on my doorstep in about 2 days. So
You
I'll
could
have
get
4 mics.
so many. Honestly, man.
4 mics.
Yeah, you could get so many people going. You don't even have to have 4 mics. Doesn't limit you to 4 people either, though. You know, like these things have a pretty good sensitivity on them.
Well, I can talk this way,
and you
look,
just speak up, yeah.
you know.
And you're hitting the right
It's
level.
still gonna hear me this way. So if you have 2 people, you know, one sitting here,
You just put it right in the middle of
and
them.
then you got 2 people talking, and look, I'm sitting here. This microphone's gonna hear me.
Right. Yeah.
You got another person sitting right here. This microphone's gonna. But you know what? I got 4 fucking microphones.
Yeah. But that's the thing, though, when you're going to want to make sure you have the video option. Because I listen to some podcasts sometimes, and whenever they start to get more than 3 people, it gets confusing. It's
But
like, man, who the
look,
fuck's talking?
Honestly, everybody give me their input. I'm gonna have my YouTube channel set up. I'm gonna have you guys know my Instagram, Austin the Pilot, Twitter, Austin the Pilot, Snapchat, Austin the Pilot 6.
The
You guys give me a little
motherfucking
option,
pilot.
I guarantee you that when I listen to a podcast most of the time, if I can watch a podcast, like a video podcast, I would rather watch a video podcast, even if they're just sitting down like me and you are right now. I would rather watch 2 guys sit down and talk shit. Like if we had a fucking video camera up there in the corner,
yeah.
facing us right now. I mean,
Joe Rogan
I don't
has
know why. Even though we're just sitting here,
Yeah.
we're not doing nothing. We're drinking fucking beer and we're just talking shit.
Yep.
But I guarantee you, 90% of the time, somebody's gonna watch a video podcast better than they would fucking listen to just us talking shit. But you know what? We 2 special bad motherfuckers. So I guarantee you they gonna listen to us.
Man, like, so for me, man, podcast, I only listen to them.
Have you ever
like,
been on a podcast?
Yeah, today. Right now.
Before
No.
today? Have you ever
I've been on a
podcast?
radio show.
Who were you on a radio show with?
Y100, San Antonio, Texas. Long time ago. I played a couple
That was
songs.
like a year and a half ago, right? 2 years ago. I remember
I
that.
think it was, yeah, a little about 2 years ago because I was a senior, and it was in October. Damn, it's probably right about 2 years ago. It's probably gonna pop up in my memories.
Was fucking
Listening.
like listening.
Madison was sad because she couldn't. She was in school.
Yeah, me and my
Yeah,
dad
couldn't
were
have
listening
phones.
to it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was cool, man.
And you know,
Dude, I wasted money going out there. Like I
hate talking all the shit, but I think that like my dad and your parents and my parents they're gonna listen to this. You know?
I think it'd be freaking cool if we get the more listeners, man. You get it out at the right places, and you get the right people listening and sharing, man. It's gonna work, and it'll be good. And the thing is, man, I'll fucking listen to it. I'm gonna go to work and be listening to this shit because that's all I do at work, man. I play my podcast.
And why not listen to the guys that you know? You know?
Exactly. Even if it's my own conversation. Like, I listen to Hot Shotting all the time. I listen to Hot Shotting all the time.
And that's the song you recorded.
Yeah, that's my song.
It's his song, and he listens to it. And that's the same concept. Me and my roommate Hunter recorded our first Sunday service podcast on like a fucking Tuesday or something.
Yeah.
And the next day, we got so fucked up recording the podcast that I don't remember it.
Yeah.
But the next, like, it was like on Wednesday, I got off of work, and when I finally got off work, I went home, and when I got off work, I went home, and I took my computer out, and I fucking pressed play, and I listened to it. An hour and like 27 minutes.
You were like, what the fuck?
And let me tell you, I laughed my fucking ass off.
Yeah. I'm
talking about I laughed at myself, and I laughed at my roommate, the guy that I was interviewing.
Yeah.
And doing a session with. I laughed at him too. And I've never really thought that it's weird to think that yourself can be funny.
Oh,
you yourself, you don't know how funny you are until you listen to yourself. And
you're a pretty funny motherfucker, dude. Just wait till I get a video. They're like, goddamn, that's a funny looking motherfucker right there. People gonna be laughing.
And I don't really give a fuck about nothing.
Nah, not at all. Oh man, I always wondered that though. Like whenever I was writing my music and playing and whatever, I never had anything like Hot Shot, and I was like, does Cody Johnson listen to Cody Johnson? Does Parker McCullum listen to,
yourself?
Hell of a Year? Does Coetzel listen to Cold and Alone and February 28th? Like does he go home and be like, you got me crying from the back? Like, does he listen to that shit when he's taking a shower or some shit?
I'm just drunk.
Yeah.
Driving.
That song's
again.
so good.
But hey, here's the real question: Does Justin Lane Gates listen to Justin Lane Gates?
Always. Like, I always go back and listen to see what I fucked up. Like, I'm talking.
Doesn't that make you a pretty fucking good artist?
I mean, you looking at things you may screw up. Like, whenever I play live, like, I got probably 20 videos from D's that night.
Yeah.
In September. And, dude, it was already a month ago I played D's. Isn't that crazy? Like, it feels like time is...
It was a month?
Yeah, I played it on like the 16th.
Dude, I felt like it was last week, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell y'all something.
And every time I go to Eunice now...
Would you bring a 300-person crowd?
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Something around... Give or take 20 or 30 people.
They said something about like people came in and had to leave because there was no room to stand. This
motherfucker destroyed it.
That shit was cool.
And I'm gonna get him too after a while. He might forget about it, but I'm gonna get him after a while. I'm gonna get him to sing a little vocal on the microphone on this podcast just to do it.
We might need to let me wake up tomorrow morning and then I'll sing something and you could throw it on there.
No, once I press stop, it's over.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, but
Man, but like I watched those videos because some of them just show, like I watch a lot of them and look at it as how confident I was when I played these, and I want to go into everything like that.
Why were you so confident when you played these?
Because I knew everybody in that bar
Was backing you.
was there to listen to me. Like there was a few people there, like out of however many people there was in there, 250, 300, whatever it was, I'd say probably 15 people didn't know who I was.
How good does that make you feel that you know that everybody over there is
It makes
there?
me want to do that shit every night.
How good does that really make you feel?
Like
that everybody is pretty much everybody there is there to listen to you and just fucking drink and just have a good time while you're playing and just enjoy themselves.
Man, it just feels freaking awesome.
It almost makes me want to cry.
Shit.
I'm being serious right now. Like,
I mean,
tears are about to come to my eyes.
Don't be a little bitch.
I'm not a little bitch. I'm just stating facts.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. I just feel like Texas has been so overrun with people who think they're
Artists.
good and able to play. And I don't want to sound like a dick because, I mean, I can't write as good as some of these guys. But there's a lot of people out there who are...
But you can fucking sing.
And that's what people tell me. But there's people out there that I listen to, and I'm like, yeah, it's not good. But then you go in their comments, and people are hyping them up. And I just want to be like, man, you're a piece of shit for telling that person that they are good and hyping them up. Because they're out here doing this, and there's people in the crowd saying, like, this shit sucks. Who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, well, obviously.
Which, I mean, I'm sure there's people who say that shit about me, which fuck them. But there's just guys who they just are not good, but people hype them up and tell them they are just because they don't have a...
And I understand. I know a couple. I hate to say it. I'm not gonna fucking say any names, but I know a couple of people like that.
Yeah, man. It's
I mean, it's obvious.
It sucks, man, because Texas is so overrun with music. It's like Texas is overrun with hogs. Like, there's too many. We got to get rid of them.
There's too many pigs.
Yeah. Like, they're just not good. And it ruins it for guys like Cody Hibbert has done pretty well. But like Carson Jeffrey, I know you love Carson Jeffrey.
I will fucking take my truck and drive it through a brick wall.
I love
Carson Jeffrey.
Carson Jeffrey.